is Caius Reza. I'm part of the team here at Alba Orbital. Oh, there's some slight chats going on. Okay, cool. We can hear, we can see. So I'm part of the Alba Orbital team here at Alba Orbital. I'm going to provide a company overview. So just sort of what we've been working on, what we do, who we are. So we are a company based in Glasgow, founded in 2012. So that's Scotland. We focus on PocketQubes, building the world's most advanced picosatellites and launching them. So founded in 2012 with Tom Walkinshaw, and we opened our second office in Germany very recently. So that was just last year. So we're expanding. We're a world-leading PocketQube company, and we've got the world record for deploying the most satellites in orbit, PocketQubes in orbit. So in this sense, it's kind of a really exciting time for us because we're actually in the same week, this week, we'll be integrating 10 more, including satellites from Stanford, Carnegie Mellon, TU Delft, so it's a really exciting time. We're a vertically integrated NewSpace company providing platforms, ground station, launch opportunities, and more. And as I've said, we've already mentioned some of our clients. So our mission here is much like all of you, sort of that's our kind of camaraderie we've got. Our mission is to democratize access to space through PocketQubes, cheap picosatellite solutions. So we believe that our PocketQubes can radically transform the ability for small groups to design, build, and launch their own spacecraft, allowing for many new space applications. And we aim to maintain our position as a leading commercial player in this field. And we are committed to developing innovative technologies focused on democratizing access to space. So there you've got a picture of our team from our last launch. You might see some recognizable faces like Constantine and Tom. So preaching to the choir here, what are PocketQubes? I'm sure we all know what they are after these 2 days of talks, but let's take a run through. Miniature satellites driving the new space revolution and access to space. They remove economic barriers during development and launch, power to improve life through space with all the new applications. Preaching to the choir, we all love it, that's why we're here. So, vertically integrated company. So, as the world's leading PocketQube company, our team's got more experience delivering an extensive range of commercially focused picosatellite services. We've been going for 8 years. Actually, coincidentally, it was Alba's 8th birthday not long ago, kind of same time as integration. So, happy birthday, Alba. So, I'll be showing you some of our PocketQube platforms, our launch services, deployers, ground station solutions, and that's just some of our services. So here we have the Unicorn 2. It's the world's most advanced picosatellite. It's went to orbit last year. We sent them into orbit last year. And it's a second generation 3P PocketQube platform that's come off of Unicorn 1, which is a less advanced version. Constantine managed to talk about the other day. So our aim with Unicorn 2 is to pack as much performance as we can into the smaller form factor. So on this 3P, we're able to achieve the performance similar that would rival that of the EU CubeSat. So we've got 20-watt quadruple deployable solar panel, the world's smallest active pointing ADCS system, key electronics all integrated into a single backplane, and all of this packages into 750 grams, measuring 5 by 5 by 19.2 centimeters. So there's all sorts of missions ideas you can do with this as it's a modular platform. You can sort of put any sort of payload space into it, integrate any payload, sort of like a plug and play. The Unicorn 2, it provides a wide number of potential mission types. So, for example, we'll be launching 2 or 3 satellites, Unicorn 2s, up in December with our SpaceX launch. So this will be an Earth observation tech demo with 2A, and it's flying an RGB 7mm focal length optical payload capable of 15 GSD at a 250 kilometer orbit. And so basically this is just a tech demo for a potential constellation that will be coming out. It's a great way to launch your imaging service if you were to put a camera onto your payload. So we've also do IoT, that's a very popular iteration of it. And RF sensing is another quite popular application. So We've got some Unicorn 2 payload boards in case you would like to see for yourself what sort of space we could actually fit. So you've got these sort of boards. We could ship them out. If you'd quite fancy to have one for yourself, just feel free to get in contact. So with our Alba Launch clusters, we kind of serve anyone who's needing a launch for their PocketQube satellite. So we developed the infrastructure there to fill the market for companies and amateurs and everyone alike who's needing a launch. So this was really hard before, as there was no scale infrastructure available sort of widely for PocketQubes until we've got the deployers that I will be showing later on. So we find low-cost launch opportunities, and we've flown more PocketQubes than anyone else. So this is a flight probing system with the AlbaPod V2. Was previously qualified in orbit after launching 6 satellites. So as demand increases, we expect to increase our cadence to launch twice, 3, 4 times a year, as much as demand is there. So as I said, to date, we've successfully deployed more PocketQube than any other organization worldwide, with a further 10 going up in December. So I do think that's a really pretty picture. I'm sure many people will agree. That's Alba Cluster 2 from Mahia, and there you can see the team integrating the satellite onto the Electron rocket. And this is some of our customers coming up for integration this week. We've got the Griza team, we've got Paul from Tracy, and yeah, it's just a really exciting time to be around. So with the AlbaPod V2, it's a space flight probing as part of Alba Cluster 2. It's suitable for 1P, 1.5P, 2P, 3P, all sort of PocketQube formats as it's built to PocketQube standards, and it can be integrated onto any launch vehicle. 10mm envelope for larger deployables and antennas, and that's the sort of gist of it. And with the 96P AlbaPod deployer, it's a deployer that's built for constellations, really. So to service a PocketQube constellation, we would have to rethink how we would deploy them large scale, and that's what the 96P is about. And that's where PocketQubes really have their strength. It's in numbers, so you could put a constellation up there much easier than you would CubeSats or anything else. And we've also recently unveiled the Alba Connect ground station. So this is a fully deployable ground station solution designed from the ground up to be autonomous. And there's some of our features and benefits. It's got high gain UHF Yagi, 1.9 mesh S-band dish, and yeah, I'll leave the reading to you. So this is just some of our customers from over the last couple of years of our launch service and more. So we've got Stanford, AMSAT, quite big names, Carnegie Mellon. We're quite excited to be working with all of them. So here's some customer reviews. So we've got some really nice comments from really nice people in the community, and we hope we can have some sort of collaboration again in the future. So a great case study of what a PocketQube should be is the SMOG-P, which we launched last year with DME. The guys did a fantastic job, and you can read the case study over there. So ATL1 and SMOG-P were put into orbit successfully via Alba Cluster 2, and it's performed fantastically in orbit. It broke records in the most successful 1P, and yeah, good shout out to the guys. Good work. And so if anyone has any questions, feel free to contact us.